Hi, folks. Well, the President of these United States of America, that empty suit, President Barack Obama, came back from his spring break in Brazil. While he was on his spring break, he inserted the American military into the Libyan war, the third consecutive war we are now fighting at the same time. And 9 days after he inserted us, he decides to address the United States, to address the nation, never once seeking congressional approval. But this man, this president, this empty suit, all throughout his speech, he kept mentioning American interest, American interest, American interest. But he never denoted, enumerated what those interests were. I could not understand if he did mention it. I lost it, kids. But here's what he gave reasons besides those American interests that he did not mention as to why we're in Libya. And let's review some of those reasons our president gave. Does my heart proud. He said, well, we had to act in Libya because there's been a tyrant for the past 4 decades. Really? So does that mean we're going to North Korea? How many decades have there been a tyrant in charge in North Korea? That's a hollow excuse, Mr. President. Well, the Libyans took to the streets demanding regime change, democracy. Really? I'm sure they did. But they did the same in Syria. And they murdered civilians in Syria also. So are we going to Syria, Mr. President? Why, there's a UN resolution to act. There was something like 15 UN resolutions with Iraq, and you, Mr. President, was against that war. Gaddafi killed civilians. Saddam Hussein gassed his own people, yet you were against that war, Mr. President. Why, we have an international coalition of countries willing to go in there and fight and protect the Libyan people. We had a coalition with Iraq also, Mr. President. You know, the war that you were against. And he said that after this is done, we have to engage in nation building in Libya because they do not have democratic institutions. Well, same thing with Iraq. And yet you were against nation building in Iraq, any involvement with the United States in Iraq. Basically happening here, Mr. President, the reasons you gave here are pretty much mirror the reasons for Iraq. Yet you are against the war in Iraq. You also said that we had no business to be in there and the president was wrong. So does that mean you're wrong also, Mr. President? You also mentioned in your speech something to the effect that whenever people yearn to be free, they will find a friend in the United States. But you forgot to add, of course, if you're in Iran or if you're in North Korea. No friend in the United States there, says you, by inaction. I would like to end this off by asking the President a question. Mr. President, what is your exit strategy? Hi, folks. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.